I welcome you to this video where I'll be discussing where to buy black seed oil. Many people who are looking to start using black seed are not really sure where to get it, since it's not really a common therapy or common alternative medicine in Western countries. It's not a common ingredient in Western countries like the US. So most people are not really sure where to get it from. And when I started using it, or when I started to take it and use it as a remedy, I was also not sure where to buy black seed oil. And I did a bit of research before I decided where to get my first bottle. I was using it to treat, or try to treat, cancer that I had for 12 years. And I was taking it as a form of alternative medicine to try to treat and cure the cancer. And I did some searching online to see sellers who sell it, and I found a few sellers who sell it, but I found that most of the sellers are selling it for a very expensive price. So I tried to look for the least expensive, and it was a company called Pippingrock, and I'll leave a link in the description. It's a company that I had already been familiar with, and I already used them before, and I used to buy from them, and I still do, capsules. So before that point, I already had bought from them capsules, so I already had an idea about who they are. But their black seed oil was way less expensive than everybody else. And most of their products are way less expensive. So their capsules that I bought from them were less expensive for the same amount as everybody else, or even more. And the quality was still good. So I thought, okay, maybe the oil will also still be good. So I bought the oil, and the color was like an olive oil color. And it had taste and flavor of black seed. It tasted like black seed, had a bitter taste. It was quite bitter. But the color was like olive oil. It didn't seem dark. Like I thought it should have been darker. So after using it for a while, I didn't really feel any improvement with my symptoms. So I looked for another seller who's known as amazingherbs, which is the most well-known seller for black seed oil. And I thought maybe his product will be better, since it's more than double the price of the other seller, and they're more of a professional, setting themselves up as an expert in black seed oil. That's what they're really specializing in. So I contacted this seller, and I basically begged him to sell it to me for $10 per bottle. And after some negotiation, he accepted. So I got my bottle, and I noticed right away that the color was a little bit darker than the other bottle, and the flavor was a little bit more bitter. So it seemed to be more of a thicker, possibly better quality or more saturated black seed oil. But while I was taking it, I didn't still feel any improvement. So maybe amazingherbs' black seed oil was of a better quality, perhaps, but it wasn't that much different. It was a bit darker, a bit more bitter, but symptoms-wise, I didn't feel any improvement with either. But I did feel improvement while taking the black seed oil from either place, I felt improvement with preventing colds, and my blood pressure went down. Anytime my throat would hurt, I would take some, and it would stop the throat pain, and it would stop my cold pretty quick. Actually, I think pippingrock's oil worked better for that than Amazing Herbs, because while I was taking Amazing Herbs, I still caught colds. But I don't think I did while taking pippingrock's oil. So my recommendation, if you're looking to buy black seed oil, I would either buy it from pippingrock, which is less expensive, the most least expensive, or I would try Amazing Herbs. These are the ones I bought from. I've also bought it from Middle Eastern countries, and I have to say the quality wasn't all that different than the one sold in the US. And even one of them was, the flavor of one bottle that I bought had the flavor that the oil was boiled. As if to distract the oil, they boiled the seed, and that's not the proper way to extract the oil. You cannot boil the seed. So as I said, if you are looking where to buy black seed oil, I would suggest and I would recommend pippingrock. They sell it for about $23 per 16-ounce bottle. Or I would buy it from Amazing Herbs, who sells it for $40 for the same size bottle, 16 ounce as well. You could try pippingrock and see if it helps your symptoms, and if it doesn't, you can move on to Amazing Herbs, or you can go straight for Amazing Herbs. The choice is yours. Any other online seller I haven't actually tried. Most of them sell very small quantities for a large price, and they put it in glass bottles, claiming that it preserves it better. I couldn't speak on that because I never actually tried it myself. I did buy from a glass bottle from Middle Eastern country, and it didn't seem all that different. It didn't seem the flavor all that different. Perhaps it was a little bit more preserved, maybe, but it didn't seem that different. So, as I said, if you're looking to buy this oil, the links are in the description. You can go ahead and choose whatever company you feel is best. And I thank you for your time, and peace to everybody.